you ready?
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
All right, let's do it. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Yeah.
Coming in. Everybody's got stories they're bringing into the show, and sometimes there are clips, pieces of audio we haven't heard yet. David, you're telling me AOC went full Howard Dean?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, in a big way. So it's official. Democrats in New York have lined up behind a foreign-born communist to be the next mayor. It is just remarkable. And it's one of those things where, to me, it's not so much about the governance of New York City. I don't live in New York City. I don't want to live in New York City. But just watching this party completely get dragged that far to the left that they'll take this obvious con artist and say, yeah, well, we're going to endorse him. We're going to line up behind him. Hakeem Jeffries, the top Democrat in the House of Representatives. Yeah, I'm endorsing him. Wow.
Yeah, why couldn't he just keep his mouth shut?
Pressure.
There was
Just
too much
can't,
pressure.
though.
Yeah.
It is really something. This is going to be hung around their neck in the midterms.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Well, and then, yes, Democrat Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, she was at his campaign rally over the weekend.
Okay.
This city was built by the Irish escaping famine, Italians fleeing fascism, Jews escaping Holocaust, Black Americans fleeing slavery and Jim Crow, Latinos seeking a better life, Native people standing for themselves, Asian Americans coming together in Queens, in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, in Manhattan, in Staten Island, in this country.
Yeah! Wow.
Yeah, and she was like bopping back and forth.
Yeah,
she's like bouncing while she was saying it.
It was uncomfortable to watch, honestly.
It was. It really was. She was so amped up.
Wow. You know, and I saw a stat about New York. We talked about last week the American-born New Yorkers and who they favor, and it was Cuomo by 9%, and foreign-born New Yorkers.
Yeah.
That was at like over 30% for Mamdani. Mm-hmm. This stat that 1 in 5 people in New York can't speak English, and 40% of New Yorkers now are foreign-born.
Wow.
40%?
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
And then you're like, if you're wondering, how did this happen in New York? The place where 9/11 happened. Mamdani's Muslim, you know.
Yep.
I mean, let's just say it. I know he's communist. There's another part to the story. As a matter of fact, you probably saw this clip making the rounds where Mamdani talked about 9/11 and was weeping.
Oh, this stupid story. Yeah, okay.
Not for the people that died.
No, I know. It's so this
For his aunt.
So disprovable.
Oh, here you go.
To speak to the Muslims of New York City.
He's crying now. This guy.
I want to speak to the memory of my aunt.
Yes.
Who stopped taking the subway after September 11th because she did not feel safe in her hijab.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
People are like, are you serious, man?
No.
Scott Jennings, CNN.
Yeah.
This got shared a lot over the weekend.
I watched a chunk of it. I didn't hear any words for the victims of 9/11, but he found the real victim, his aunt.
Is he?
You know, I mean, the victims of 9/11 were in the Twin Towers.
I mean,
Those were the victims.
Is the implication here that he has to answer for the terrorists who attacked 9/11?
Why are you rolling your eyes, Scott?
Because she's so...
Abby Phillips?
Yeah, it's so predictable. You know exactly where Abby Phillips is going to go. Yeah, but how about the... Yeah, but, I mean, nobody ever thought about... There. I know. That whole... Ugh.
Yeah.
No, I think if you're going to have if you're going to run for mayor of New York City, or have any position in New York City, and you're going to talk about 9/11 or invoke 9/11, you darn sure better start with the people who died in the Twin Towers. That's what I think. And he didn't do that, and he kind of, you know, he made it about his experience and his aunt and all this. My advice would be, if you're going to want to be the mayor of this town, and by the way, he's probably going to win, That moment in our history, you cannot lose sight of what happened.
I agree.
People died in those Twin Towers. They did not deserve to die. We did suffer a terrorist attack, and we can't really forget the moment. Making it about him and his family, okay, there were almost 3,000 people that died there. It's a big deal. It is true. Mamdani, he's allied himself with certain people. A lot of the people that surround him, the people involved in this democratic socialist organization, I mean, they have said more than a handful of eyebrow-raising things when it comes to their views of America, their views of Jewish people, and so on and so forth. He knows that. He does align himself with them. He doesn't really distance himself.
There are a lot of people that are so afraid of being called an Islamophobe that just go along, cannot see truth right in front of their face of what the ultimate goal is for a lot of people. They won't see it until it bites them.
Right, and he plays victim a lot of times in Islamophobia about this. Like, what? Well, obviously, your average Muslim in America doesn't have to answer for 9/11. However, he was proudly photographed meeting with a radical Islamic imam who was an unindicted co-conspirator in the 93 World Trade Center bombing.
Yep.
So, yeah, there are questions about his past and his goals.
Yeah. So, yeah, a lot of people.
None of it's going to matter. None of it's going to matter. They're going to end up with this guy. And,
looks that way.
And we'll see where you sit years from now, 1 year from now.
Oh, it's going to be a debacle.
Because I'm telling you right now, and this is happening in California, the people that can afford to leave are going to leave. If they haven't already, they will be. They'll be gone. Think they're going to hang around?
No.
We're going to tax the millionaires, the millionaires and billionaires. Those people have the wherewithal to leave, and they can go wherever they want.
Oh, yeah, they had the old tax the rich chant going there in New York.
They did.
It's like all of a sudden the rich are like, oh, they're coming for us?
Yeah,
See
they're
ya.
coming for
Bye-bye.
us. Yeah,
Florida looks good.
I'm leaving. I'm not going to hang around here.
No. Another big story from over the weekend, still people talking about the big NBA gambling scandal.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's Dan Dakich had an interview with Michael Franzese, formerly of the Colombo family.
Oh.
I've heard him speak before. Interviewed him a long time ago. Fascinating.
You did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Fascinating guy.
I knew you had ties to the mafia, but I didn't know.
Stop it.
Interviewed him for a job.
Keep talking. You're next.
I don't want to be part of that.
Yeah, all right, then. I thought he had some really interesting insight to the whole scandal. Have you heard this?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's pretty fascinating.
Well, I'll tell you what did surprise me a little bit, that all four families were involved. 4 out of the 5. I was saying, hey, what happened? I was a Colombo guy, and they didn't mention the Colombo family, so I said, wow, either my guys got really smart or they got left out of this, one or the other. But it's not it's not normal that all 4 families would be working together, which shows me this is very widespread. There's no question, because when you got guys from all 4 families that operate, some of them in different parts of the country, this is the tip of the iceberg as far as I'm concerned, if they're being on the level with all 4 families involved. That's number one.
Yeah, just stop there for a second.
Yeah.
How often does that happen? He's right.
Yeah. Usually it just be one that's running the whole show. And
maybe another trying to get in on the action and inside, but they're all in agreement?
Yeah.
Because it has to be huge.
Well, I don't know if you saw in the New York Post over the weekend, there was somebody who claimed that an NFL player was the face of one of these rigged games. And this person didn't want to out themselves, but said, yeah, I lost millions of dollars at this poker table. That was obviously rigged, but I was brought in for this NFL player, and they didn't say who it was either.
So, yeah, not just NBA players with these, poker games, but play along these former NFL stars or whoever. You can see the whole grift there.
Oh, yeah.
Wild. But Franzese goes on.
Number 2, the sophistication doesn't surprise me, because I can tell you this. We had a big run. When I say we, I'm going to my former associates. Prohibition, during the years of Prohibition, that's what made Cosa Nostra what it is in this country. That's what brought us the money. I always say the government made us strong by giving us prohibition. Guys were very intuitive, right away realized, hey, we're going to supply a product that people want, and we're going to do it well. That's number 1. I was in the gas, but that was a short run. It was 10, 11 years. I was in the gas business, defrauded the government out of tax. I had a 7, 8 year run, and then that went down. But gambling has been the main business of the mob ever since we started here way back in, when we started coming in the early 1900s. They're very sophisticated. They know it better than anybody else. And it's not surprising to me because guys that have technology experience like that, we know them. They come around us, and we make deals with them. So I'm sure there was no mob guys that created that card situation, but they certainly know the guys that do. And they sell those guys short quite a bit. They're not dummies. Don't look at the Sopranos and say, oh, that's what the mob is all about. They're not dummies. They're pretty smart, especially when it comes to the business that they know well, and that's gambling.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
You're going to wonder if some of these guys, these face guys like Chauncey Billups, were in really deep to these guys. More than one.
We were saying that the other day.
Yeah, that's kind of my assumption.
Right? I mean, there's no reason that other than I can't think of another reason. For $50,000 or $100,000 or whatever?
Well, we don't know how much Chauncey was getting as far as that cut. The $50,000 was allegedly Terry Rozier for having everyone bet the under when he went out of a basketball game and faked injury. But yeah, I don't think we're even close to hearing the end of this.
Nope. And how many more players are going to be implicated?
Exactly. And what are the leagues going to do with online gambling? Because the opportunity's there. All over the place.
What's NBC going to do? They just gave him $1 gazillion for that TV contract, and now you got all this going on within the NBA right now.
I guess they could sue him.
Yeah.
Golly.
Possible, because that's one of the other things. The NBA supposedly looked into Terry Rozier.
Yeah, found nothing.
No, we didn't find anything. Oh, really? Well, the FBI sure did.
Yeah.
So, yeah. By the way, it's Monday. That means Mashup Monday. Always a surprise. I won't say always, but most of the time it's a surprise. I have no idea what we're getting today, David.
Oh, I don't even want to give away what it is. I'll just say that the music track is Careless Whisper, and I think you're going to be very, very surprised.
From Wham.
Okay, roll it.
It's Love Gun from Kiss.
Yes, it is. Together we can.
Get hot.
Careless Whisper just got cooler.
Yes.
Make you feel okay. No place for hiding, baby. No place to run.
Poetry.
You pull the trigger right now.
That is so awesome. All I have is a vision of saying, honey, you want to dance tonight? I just feel like dancing. And have that ready to go. Yes! Come on. All right, we got to get to a news update and the 5 stories we're watching today. Straight ahead.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, thank you for being here. You know what it's time for? The 5 stories we're watching today.
All right, number 5, the government is still shut down because Democrats are big fat crybabies. Number 4, the largest federal worker union says, hey, it's time to pass the clean continuing resolution, work out the health care bit later, open the government. The American Federation of Government Employees says both sides have made their point. It's time to get back to business. Number 3, Democrat Representative Eric Swalwell has this to say to any potential 2028 presidential contender from the Democrat Party. Says, quote, don't even think of seeking the Democrat nomination for president unless you pledge to take a wrecking ball to the Trump ballroom on day 1.
They've lost their minds.
Completely.
It's
So
wild.
you have this ballroom. And what is a sign of something?
That he's not going to leave. He's a dictator. He's building himself.
But if, say, it's J.D. Vance loses in 2028, whatever happens, okay, and it's the Democrat, and he's saying you have to go in and take a wrecking ball to it.
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Haven't they needed this for like years? They've been holding like different events in tents.
Yeah.
Taking a wrecking ball to something that costs $250 million is very on brand for a Democrat, though.
That is true.
That is. And number 2 of the top 5 stories that we're watching today, President Trump canceled a planned meeting with Vladimir Putin because Putin keeps moving the goalposts when it comes to the war on Ukraine. Trump says, hey, I'm not going to waste my time with this unless I'm sure a deal is going to be made. And then number 1, Democrats are officially rallying around a foreign-born communist to be the next mayor of New York City, a foreign-born communist who has some affiliations with radical Islam.
Holy mackerel!
That is wild.
It really is. Yes, it really is.
We've had a few months to get used to this idea, and still, you say it.
It is.
And it's like, yeah, it's beyond.
And I'll be shocked the day they tell me he wins. Not
Yes.
because I think it's going to turn out any different. It's just the idea, the shock to the
Like,
system.
wow, would that really
That
happen?
this can happen in a major city in this country, yes.
Yeah. You know, Chapman University conducts an annual poll of real-life fears everyday Americans have. They do this every year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the number 1 fear people have?
Dying.
Is corrupt government officials.
I just assume that's everywhere.
that-
I don't really fear it anymore.
And that was the same as a year ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
I just kind of think it's baked in.
I kind of think that, too. The number 2 fear, people you love becoming seriously ill.
Yeah.
That you understand.
Yep.
Because what was your guess?
Death.
Yes. For yourself.
Well, and others around me, yeah.
You didn't say that.
Well,
You were more fearful for yourself
well, death
than
for myself,
the people
yes.
you love.
I figure I only get to do it maybe twice. So
It's already happened 10 years ago.
once, yeah. So
The third was economic or financial collapse.
yeah, that's another one.
That was 58%. Cyber terrorism named 4th.
That that's weird you mentioned that because that it truly is an absolute fear. Yes.
The 5th is people you love dying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So a bigger fear is becoming seriously ill.
Yeah.
Is that mainly because it's a drawn-out process?
Maybe. I mean, I fear the people you love dying more than the seriously
Well,
ill.
the seriously ill too is a financial hardship.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
And then 6th name, the U.S. becoming involved in another world war.
Jeez.
That's at 55%, tied with pollution of drinking water, which I thought was a little odd.
Yeah.
It's like World War III or polluted drinking water.
Exactly. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. And biggest story?
I don't want to overhype this or oversell it. And I know, like, we don't live in New York City, but I think that is a pretty big story that the Democrat Party has completely rallied around a foreign-born communist to be the next mayor of America's largest city.
And since I haven't said it this week yet, I still wonder how this party is going to survive on the current track that it's on.
I don't know. They don't stand for. I mean, I don't like him at all, but at least Zoran Mamdani says he stands for something.
Yeah, which has historically been ruin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
for cities and countries around the world.
He stands for bad things, but
yes,
he's got a message.
Stands for something. Oh, right.
Yeah. David has audio of a liberal white woman. We got it here coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. The millennial David Van Camp, and the sexy boomer, you know him, you love him, Scott Robbins. Mike Johnson, speaker, this morning on the shutdown, he's just calling it like it is.
This is what the Democrats in the Senate are demanding to reopen the government. They want to give $200 billion in health benefits to illegal aliens and non-citizens, paid for by U.S. taxpayers. That is in their proposal. They want billions in wasteful programs to be returned to foreign countries. So we stopped these things. They want to turn it all back on. They're demanding that we do all that to get the government open for hardworking Americans again. They want to give $500 million to left-leaning news organizations, and they want to cut $50 billion from rural hospitals. We will not do those things, and they know that very well.
Okay, next. Yep.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Hang on. He said the rural hospitals, they want to cut how much from rural hospitals? 50 million, he said?
So 200?
200 million?
Let me go back.
They want to cut $50 billion from rural hospitals.
I thought the Republicans wanted to kill people that lived outside of major cities with rural hospitals.
No, that's just Democratic talking points, Scott.
But wow.
No, Republicans just took away their NPR in rural America.
So if you're in a rural hospital, David, then you can't hear NPR.
You cannot hear NPR,
that's death.
You are,
or maybe you're sick, and if you're rural, you're so dumb that you're counting on NPR to say you need to go to the hospital.
Yes.
And,
I've never considered all things before. Now I am.
It's like the NPR. And by the way, Jed in Nebraska, the chest pains could be a sign of serious heart problems. You should go to the emergency room. This is NPR.
Today's question: you ever wonder who the first person was that actually milked a cow? How weird would that be?
And without that kind of information, people will, in fact, die.
They'll die.
Yeah.
Make no mistake, they're going to die.
All right, David. The Trumpster says Russia tired of wasting time. Tired.
Last week, President Trump called off a meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin because Putin keeps moving the goalposts when it comes to ending the war against Ukraine. And so our president was asked, hey, what happens next?
Okay.
What will Russia have to do for you to reschedule your meeting with Putin?
You have to know that we're going to make a deal. I'm not going to be wasting my time. I've always had a great relationship with Vladimir Putin, but this has been very disappointing. I thought this would have gone long before peace in the Middle East. I mean, we have Azerbaijan and Armenia. That was very tough. In fact, Putin told me on the phone, he said, boy, that was amazing because everybody tried to get that done and they couldn't. I got it done. You had others that, if you look at India and Pakistan, I could say almost any one of the deals that I've already done, I thought would have been more difficult than Russia and Ukraine, but it didn't work out that way. There's a lot of hatred between the two. Between Zelensky and Putin, there's tremendous hatred.
I think it goes beyond that. The hatred. It's what Putin wants.
Yeah.
Like, for legacy and all of that. Yeah, it's ugly. Mm-hmm. No doubt. No end in sight. As far as you can tell, anyway. All right. Time to move on. We do it a couple of times a day. We go around the table. We're talking about stories that might not be the biggest ones out there, but it caught your attention. So, David, today, what's your story?
Well, there's a video making the rounds of a liberal white woman who's decided to read the Quran and has done a little bit of self-discovery. And this is a clip that I have watched approximately 10,000 times because it gets funnier every time I watch it and listen to it.
Wow. That's a build-up. Roll it.
I think one of my favorite things that I've learned so far as I'm reading the Quran is that technically I'm a Muslim. I don't know why it makes me so happy. Like, technically I'm a Muslim, lowercase m, because I believe in God and I strive to be a good person. Like, how freaking cool is that? I can't wait to throw so many people for a loop when I tell them I'm Muslim.
Oh, my God.
I'm very confused. And at the same time, I think I have the whole thing figured out. But I'm not quite sure.
This is somebody who sees Muslims as being oppressed and wants to wear it like a costume or something. Because I mean, even Muslims online are like, "What are you talking about?" Like, it's not. It's like, here's how I'm trying to learn about a faith that's not mine. Here's how I'm going to make it all about me.
Well, of course, because I want you all to admire me because I am enlightened because I'm, quote, doing the work, right? What does lowercase m mean?
Oh, that it's saying, well, I'm not a full-on Muslim, but I am a Muslim in spirit.
Because she believes in a God.
Yes.
And she tries to be a good person.
Yes.
But not really committed to any sort of faith one way or the other.
No.
Isn't that more like the Unitarian Church?
Kind of, yeah.
Like all roads? Even though no religion believes in that?
Right. She's a two-Muslim, like two-spirit.
I love how proud of herself she is, too.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
I am a Muslim. Wow. I can't wait to blow people's mind with this information. Like, lady, you didn't read the Quran. You're not reading the Quran.
Well, what would really blow her mind is if a Muslim dude said, listen, you're on your way. Let's make you a real Muslim woman. And then start putting forth some rules.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. Because that would be great fun. And she could do like a weekly update.
She says,
to blow people's minds.
Not like membership to a country club, you know? I mean, jeez. I'm a member of the country club now.
Well, she's so excited about it. I'm just thinking a Muslim dude could say, here are other rules you need to follow. You know, do the work and you can graduate into full Muslimhood.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I'm pretty sure she hasn't read any of the Quran. Actually.
I know.
It's a lot of like law codes, basically. I mean,
but I'm just trying to help her out.
She could go lowercase to uppercase in just 6 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
Would be incredible.
Yes.
All right, Scotty, what do you got for what's your story?
2 national public employee unions are suing the Trump administration over its restrictions preventing illegal immigrants from obtaining commercial driver's license.
What?
The American Federation of Teachers.
Teachers?
Yes, and the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees have filed a petition to review against the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. The employee unions challenged a rule implemented by the Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy restricting foreign individuals from receiving commercial driver's license.
What does the teachers union have to do with that?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
The teachers union has something to do with it because, quoting now, drivers who take our children to school also deliver our food and medicine and clean trash off our streets.
Look at Van Camp.
It goes on. They must have these commercial driver's license. Denying them inflicts unnecessary pain on everyone their lives touch. Got it?
Go out there and campaign to parents on that.
Yeah.
Like, next time you need some sort of bond issued or whatever, or any sort of loan, go say, yes, because we need to continue to pay illegal aliens to drive your elementary school children to school.
Yes.
And deliver their medicine and their food. Because before this was happening, people were starving and couldn't get medicine anywhere. And children had to walk to school.
Yes.
Here's the other thing with some of these commercial drivers, these foreign-born that got license, they can't speak English.
Yes.
Is that what we're looking for, too? School bus drivers that can't speak English?
Right. Well,
yeah. How will they know where to stop?
Well, they'll be kindred spirits because in a lot of these cities that the teachers' unions have power over, the kids can't read English. So,
well, this is true.
That is true, David. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Wow.
We don't need no reading.
For me, my story. Okay, David, you had a liberal white woman. I have a conservative black woman.
All right.
On social media, on TikTok. And she's talking about some Obama hypocrisy on Kamala and Winsome Sears, who's running for governor in Virginia. Roll it.
Now, y'all help me make this make sense. Last year, I saw Obama chastise black men saying, y'all not supporting this Indian woman. Remember Kamala? Who wasn't black. Is not black. Is not.
Well, that was one of the unreported stories of the presidential campaign in a lot of black neighborhoods, people saying, she's not black.
That Indian woman.
Yes. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Okay, she's Hindu. She's Indian. But I watched Obama sit there and chastise black men saying, y'all don't want to support this woman. But at the same time, turn around. Go to Virginia and campaign against a real natural black woman. Y'all, listen, this let me know one thing. This ain't got nothing to do with color. This ain't got nothing to do with color. It's either God's side or Satan's side. God's side or Satan's side. Nothing to do with color. Pay attention.
I like the way she is at pay attention. Yeah, it's right there. She's got a great point to that.
Wow.
Well, yeah.
What I can't wait to get to is calling people illegal aliens is like calling black people slaves. Who said that over the weekend? You know what I'm saying? Who said the most ridiculous thing over the weekend? I think we have the winner coming up in just a few, and we got Nimrods in the news coming up.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Pure opportunity is what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
All right, the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Oh, sure, the weather's cooling off, but football season, it's heating up, baby. We got Kansas City. We got D.C. Monday Night Football tonight. It's even better when you watch because you can get with your buddies and play Prize Picks. Yep. Here's the deal. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MBCR. And when you play just $5, you'll get $50 instantly in lineups. That's $50 guaranteed just for playing. Prize Picks, super easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players. Choose more, choose less on their stat projections. If you're right, you win. It's that simple. It's available in 40-plus states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. And your money's always safe, fast, and secure. So keep the season rolling. Have some fun. Cash in on some of those instincts of yours. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MBCR, $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MBCR, $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
All right, David. The mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson.
Yes. Well, he got very upset when a reporter used the term illegal aliens. And this is like almost like a tick for him, where no matter what it is, if he's mad about it, he's going to bring up race.
Yep.
He's going to say you're racist.
Yes. That is his calling card.
Have illegal aliens. I don't know if that's
that's the legal term. I'm not going to political.
The legal term for my people were slaves. You want me to use that term too? So look, let's just get the language right. We're talking about undocumented individuals that are human beings. The last thing that I'm going to do is accept the type of racist, nasty language to describe human beings.
Oh my goodness!
I can't anymore with him.
But there is not a single black person who's enslaved in the United States. It would make no sense.
No, it would not.
Hey, you're talking about this guy making sense?
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Impossible.
Well, the other part is talking about the budget and everything else going to illegal aliens.
Yeah.
And then it's just, well, you're racist. He never addresses the question.
Nope.
Is his approval rating 8%?
Yeah, you've kept track of it. It was 6, 8, somewhere in there.
Hemorrhoids are at 9%.
Do you remember, wasn't it the Associated Press or someone comes out with new terms for their reporters to use that are non-offensive?
Yeah.
Someone like that?
Yeah, it happens from time to time.
And didn't they change felon to something else?
Well, I don't remember what style guide this was. Well, for some reason, I want to say it was actually in the state of California how their legal system was going to address certain people. Like, you're not a felon anymore, you're a justice-impacted individual or something like that.
The reason I even bring it up is they always refer to Trump as a felon.
Yeah.
If they played by their own rules.
I know.
They would have to call him a what again?
A justice-impacted individual.
Yes.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Yes.
I don't know if you also saw at that same press conference, Pramila Jayapal was there.
Oh, yeah.
And then she gets on board. But I forget what all she said. When she if I could have a moment, please. Something.
Let me just, excuse me, let me just say something here. It is very important that people in Illinois and across the country understand the immigration system is a civil system. Undocumented presence in the United States is not a criminal offense. And so thank you for the clarification on language.
Doesn't that mean you broke the law coming in?
Well, yeah, when crossing the border is a criminal offense.
So what is she saying?
They try
it's
to wordsmith
typical
this
Marxist
stuff.
crap of changing the language, and then you're a victim.
Well, it started with unhoused.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
that's one. Yes,
one
can't
thing.
say homeless.
No,
it makes him feel bad.
No.
Unhoused.
Unhoused.
Unreal. All right. Did we already start Nimrods? I ask this all the
feel
time.
like
It feels
yeah.
like, yeah, here we go.
When the going gets tough,
Damn it, this is too hard.
the dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the News. I got to tell you before we start, maybe lack reporting. There's a lot of questions involving this story, at least to me. We go to Bath, New York, and this dude was arrested after he placed a lit cigar in the drive-through money tube at a bank. You know, some banks still have those tubes.
Yeah.
There's even a pharmacy I know that still does the tube. Okay. He did it intentionally, but it's unclear why. So was it anger? Was it to be a jerk? Some people are like, well, was he giving a tip? I don't think that was a tip. This is 33-year-old Jacob Frank was charged with assault in the 3rd degree and reckless endangerment in the 2nd degree. Apparently, the bank employee inhaled the cigar smoke when it arrived inside the bank and required medical care.
Oh, my goodness.
What was in the cigar?
I don't know.
And that's Nimrod's in the news.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Okay, so there was some stuff going on the Sunday morning Talking Heads shows. Margaret Brennan was talking with Hakeem Jeffries.
Yeah, and she's outraged some lefties. And I kind of understand the outrage a little bit, but I think it's funny that now liberals are finding out that Margaret Brennan is and always was a hack. But so the top Democrat in the House, Hakeem Jeffries, he was on Face the Nation, and the host, Margaret Brennan, was appalled that he was claiming Republicans were trying to rig the midterm elections through gerrymandering.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I want to ask you about something you said. You said Democrats, there are no election deniers on our side of the aisle. You said that back in January. But recently, you've been using the term rigged elections in reference to the upcoming midterms. Democrats were appalled when President Trump used language like that. How do you justify using that now? Doesn't that undermine faith for voters? You need to show up.
No, I've been using that term in the context of Donald Trump's unprecedented effort to gerrymander congressional maps in a partisan fashion all across the country in order to rig the midterm elections and deny the ability of the American people to actually decide who should be in the majority as it relates to the House of Representatives.
You know, Democrats are also going through gerrymandering and redistricting.
No. Well, Democrats are going to push back aggressively to make sure that we have fair maps across the country, not partisan gerrymandering, which Republicans have initiated.
Come on, Hakeem.
Like that's California, Massachusetts, New York, Maryland. Let's look at all the blue states that have already been gerrymandered within an inch of their lives.
Yeah.
Don't leave out Illinois.
Well, Illinois, of course, yes.
Oh, yeah.
It was being gerrymandered before gerrymandering was cool.
Well, that spaghetti map with the one just piece of spaghetti that winds through the state is hilarious.
Yeah.
Listen, I'd have more respect if you just said, listen, gerrymandering was ours, okay? And they're stealing it.
Pretty much,
We should have all rights to gerrymandering.
Well, he answers
we don't like this.
Answers a question that wasn't asked. He's good at that.
Oh, of course.
He just goes, Donald Trump's got to be included right from the get-go.
Yes. And listen, I don't watch the Sunday morning Talking Head shows. I just look on X and see the clips.
Yeah.
Okay. That being said, have you ever heard Margaret Brennan push back that hard against a Democrat?
I'm sure it's happened at least once, but no, this is not the norm.
Things are changing.
But you've never heard it before, right?
Yeah. No. I hadn't.
I can't help but think that's Barry Weiss.
Oh, absolutely it is.
That's Margaret Brennan going, I better start playing this more down the middle or I could be out of here.
Well, she's been told, I'm sure.
I'll bet you.
Yeah. No,
and you heard about the revolt with a lot of people that work for CBS saying, we're going to quit. This is terrible. They're asking us to play it down the middle.
Okay.
Democracy's at stake. And nonsense like that.
Imagine that. You're quitting your job in news because they want you to play it down the middle.
Yes. Yeah.
We live in an upside-down world, don't we?
I guess to them it would have been like in the 90s. And someone came to our rock station and says, you're going to have to play all this lame crap. Be like, no, we're not playing that. No.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Leave that to the top 40 guy, right?
Yes. 100%. Like that one rock station that started playing Michael Jackson just because there was an Eddie Van Halen solo on it. No Michael Jackson.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
And they had to sell it as Eddie Van Halen with Michael?
I think so.
Yeah, that's how they front and back sold it. Yes.
Now, if people would have quit over that, I understand it. But this.
Here's Eddie Van Halen with some guy named Michael. I don't know.
Would have been something that you just play the guitar solo. Yep, that's it. That'd have been fine, but you had to play the rest of it. Just beat it. No. Get that out of here. Okay.
Margaret Brennan and Van Halen in the same break. Doesn't happen very often, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, since we're on the theme of Sunday morning talking head shows, let's go Wrinkle Biscuit. ABC, Martha Raddatz with Senator Mark Kelly. You know, Martha, she's not quite sure what to make of the drug boats, for crying out loud.
I want to talk about Venezuela. The Pentagon is now sending a carrier strike group, you know, the massive amount of firepower on a carrier strike group. What is your take on what is happening with these suspected drug boats? Is it legal?
It's questionable, and the White House and the Department of Defense could not give us a logical explanation on how this is legal. They were tying themselves in knots trying to explain this. We had a lot of questions for them, both Democrats and Republicans. It was not a good meeting. It did not go well. They have a secret list of 24 organizations that they have now authorized to use kinetic action against without the normal approach that we have for law enforcement. Hey, we don't want drugs in this country, especially fentanyl. But all these drugs, we should be working really hard to interdict them and prosecute the individuals that are smuggling drugs.
Okay, hold on a second. You hear that, what's the first thing you think? Like, what's on your mind when you hear that?
Well, I mean, great, but where are they going to be prosecuted?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and you want to cut the head of the snake off first.
Yeah.
I mean, anything like that, you want to, rather than deal with the middleman.
Like that sounds like awfully complicated with international incident. Yeah. You know, let's just do drug boat goes boom. Okay, it's easier.
Like Trump said they're going to be, like dead.
Yes.
Yeah, like what we've been doing hasn't been working. I think that's the pushback she has here, finally.
Not putting young service members.
Isn't that something that we have been doing that maybe wasn't working in a new approach? Do you think
all the money that DHS currently has, put some of that money towards the Coast Guard to help them with this, the process of how do you interdict these drugs in the Caribbean? By the way, those boats in the Caribbean.
Before he goes on, don't you get the feeling, at least looking at polling, people are not having a big problem blowing up the drug boats?
No, last poll I saw, it's remaining steady when even 56 or 57% of Democrats are like, yeah, drug boat goes boom. That's good. We like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But boy, they're just trying to press on this, aren't they? Yeah. And he goes on.
Do not carry fentanyl. Those routes are not used to traffic fentanyl to the United States. So the whole story that this is about fentanyl that's killing people is false.
Have you seen evidence? Did they present evidence to you that these were drug boats? And if so, what kind of drugs were on them?
Yes.
Yes, you were presented evidence. You're convinced.
We were presented some evidence that does not back up the story that the White House is telling to the American people.
And you mean just the fentanyl, but you believe there were drugs?
So yes, there's evidence. They've shown it to us, but it's not what they're saying. Yeah. But he can't get into specifics, he says.
Some of those boats. And he's not going to make a declaration.
We have evidence that there were drugs on some of these boats, but I don't want to get into the details of which boats, in which place, and what was found. That was in a secure, in a skiff, and some of that they want to keep. They want to keep that information away from the American people.
Understood.
I think they want to keep it away from the cartels.
Yeah.
I think that's probably what it is, more than anything.
Yeah.
New on NBC this fall. It's the drug boat. You start over again after every show, every week. You know how it's going to end, but
that's right.
Love can be found on the drug boat until it blows up.
What was the name of Captain Stubing? Gavin McLeod,
Gavin McLeod, yeah.
Well, instead of Gavin McLeod, you got Gavin Newsom. The drug boat, bringing him into Los Angeles. Welcome.
Who becomes Gavin the Cloud?
There you go. Boom.
Gavin Newsom is the captain.
You have a clip of Gavin Newsom.
Mm-hmm.
And I think later on we'll have one. He was on an NBA All the Smoke podcast. He comes from the streets, you know. Gavin Newsom.
Gavin Newsom?
He kind of makes it sound
Comes
that way.
from the streets.
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah, look at that guy.
But wasn't he asked if he's going to run?
Yeah, he was on CBS News. I think the reporter's name is Robert Costa. And,
Okay.
I mean, the guy just was fangirling all over Gavin Newsom. So they did this photo op in South Carolina. Gavin Newsom is basically running for president. I mean, and
I don't understand the fanboy. Dude, the guy's a failure.
Yeah.
Yes. But he's handsome.
Okay. Yeah, I don't judge on those things. If I had that thick of hair, it would look way better than what he's got.
Yeah.
But all right, roll the
When
audio.
I saw you slinging shots behind the coffee bar, I thought this guy might run for president.
I have no idea. The idea that a guy who got 960 on his SAT that still struggles to read scripts that was always in the back of the classroom, the idea that you even throw that out is in and of itself extraordinary. Who the hell knows?
You're going to give it serious thought.
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying, and I can't do that.
Wait a minute.
That's the best. I can't do that.
Can't lie.
He's like, you're just asking about this guy who's dumb and can barely read to this day if he's running for president. That's a weird, faux humility on display, isn't it?
Yes, and I would have had more respect if he would have said math. Because we could tell from your math, you can't do math.
Yeah.
When you talk about all the money you've given to illegals for health care, saying, yeah, we're paying for it. It's paying us back. What? That doesn't make any sense.
Governor, you have long said that if you ever run for the White House, you need a compelling why, a reason. Are you moving closer to figuring out your own why and your own decision?
Gosh. Yeah, Nietzsche said if you have a compelling why, you can endure any how. And so I don't think, I think the biggest challenge for anyone who runs for any office is people see right through you if you don't have that why.
You certainly seem to like being on the ground in South Carolina, I have to say that. Seeing you up close, you were having a good time.
I happen to, and thank God, I'm in the right business. I love people. I actually love people.
I love people. Actually, I love people.
And you're right,
These
man. That
people,
dude is fanboying that interview.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a new term that I just learned over the weekend called throning. It's a different context, though. Have you heard this?
No, but it sounds like something that's not safe for work.
No, it's a dating term. It means you're dating someone to raise your social status. It sounds like he's interviewing him and kissing his butt to raise his own social status with crazy lefties.
Throning.
Yeah, but that's what throning is. You ever thrown anybody?
Have I ever thrown?
Yeah, just dating this person to up your social status?
No, the only thing was she said yes. That was the criteria. Wasn't anything else. No, not to. I don't know.
To raise your own?
No.
No?
No.
I think you've been throned.
I perhaps have been thrown a time or two, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just to date the radio guy.
Yeah, till they found out how much money I made.
Yeah, right.
It's like, well, oops.
Well, sometimes that can turn bad.
Yeah.
You know, the old play Misty for Me. That's an old reference. But yeah. I think you lived that once, didn't you?
Boiling rabbit on the stove.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, buddy.
That's something.
Yep.
You've been throned.
Yeah.
All right. Couple of things. Kamala Harris says she's not done yet. That's great news for all of us. And the 5 stories we're watching today coming right up.
Sure, the weather's cooling off, but football season is heating up, and it's even better with Prize Picks. Here's the deal. Download the Prize Picks app, use code MVCR, and when you play your first $5, you'll get $50 instantly in lineups. That's $50 guaranteed just for playing. Prize Picks is super easy to use. Just pick 2 or more players, choose more or less on their stat projections. If you're right, you win. It's that simple. It's available in more than 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia, and your money's always safe, fast, and secure. Maybe even cash in on all those instincts. Who's falling in the standings and who is rising to the occasion? Make your pick on Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MVCR. You'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MVCR. And get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit PrizePicks.com for restrictions and details.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm. Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy. In 2011, I founded Wesley Financial Group with one goal in mind, to help honest folks out of their timeshares permanently. Today, I run Wesley with my two sons, a real family business, treating every client and every employee like we'd want our own family treated. That philosophy has helped us grow into the largest, most trusted timeshare cancellation company in the United States. Fortune magazine even recognized us as one of the best places to work. Why? Because we genuinely care. In fact, some of our former clients were so moved by their experience working with us, they joined our team so they could help others to timeshare freedom. If you're stuck in a timeshare, give us a call. Let our family help your family.
Call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit. 800-858-1199. That's 800-858-1199. 800-858-1199.
You ready? The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, and the 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3. Right, number 5, the government is still shut down because Democrats are big fat crybabies. Number 4, the largest federal workers union says it's time to pass the clean CR. Enough of the shenanigans. You've made your point. Democrats are losing the battle among a lot of federal workers, it seems.
Oh, yeah. More and more.
Right. Why are you holding us hostage? Because you want to resuscitate the barely living body of Obamacare. Makes no sense.
Nope.
Number 3, Democrat Representative Eric Swalwell has this to say to any potential 2028 presidential contender, because everybody knows if you want to be the Democrat presidential nominee, you got to talk to Eric Swalwell first.
Loser.
Yeah. He says, don't even think of seeking the Democrat nomination for president unless you pledge to take a wrecking ball to the Trump ballroom on day 1. All right.
Just a bad guy.
Yeah. Well, he's
a really
moron.
bad guy. Right, he's dumb. Yeah. And he may be the dumbest congressperson. I mean, I think he's in second place right now.
He's up
I think
there.
Jasmine Crockett's number 1.
Yeah.
But.
Number 2, President Trump canceled a planned meeting with Vladimir Putin because, well, Putin keeps moving the goalposts as usual, and Trump says, hey, I'm not going to waste my time if I don't think there's a deal ready to be done. And then number 1, Democrats are officially wrapping their arms around the foreign-born communist to be the next mayor of New York City. Kathy Hochul, the governor, endorsed him as well, spoke at a rally. She did not get a very warm reception among the communists who were at the stadium that they were doing the rally at. That's Tax the Rich.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you.
And apparently she had to cut off her speech a little bit because there was intermittent heckling. They had to cut it off a little bit early, and Zoran Mamdani had to come out early to sort of calm the crowd down. Now, she was asked about this today, about they were chanting and jeering, saying tax the rich, yada, yada, yada. And, well, here's what she said.
I thought they were saying "Let's go Bills." I wasn't sure. I mean, when you're up there, I heard some noise. I heard a lot of cheers, but later on, it became clear to me that there is I know there's passion for that. I mean, I went in there as the leader of the Democratic Party, whose job it is to unify behind the Democratic nominee. I love the energy out there. I told them that, and I want to do is bottle all that up, use it in a few days, but take that to Long Island and the Hudson Valley.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, it's a brand new Let's Go, Brandon, I guess.
I thought they were saying Let's Go Bills. Yeah.
Is she human?
No. I don't think so.
Just asking.
It's got animatronic features, too.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like should be at Chuck E. Cheese or something.
Right. Like you can't see the bolts in her neck.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say, David? Chuck E. Cheese is where it's like the club of...
Oh, it's the island of misfit divorced dads.
Oh, gosh, that's so sad.
That's because they serve beer, and you're...
Yeah.
Keep your kids plied $1 at a time.
Oh, man.
Well, and she does actually seem like someone who would be stalking a Chuck E. Cheese to try to pick up a divorced dad.
Yeah,
kind of.
Right.
Sort of a match
Shouldn't
there.
be hard.
Man, oh, man. You know, a lot of people have some sort of mental disorder going on. This was predicted with the Trump presidency.
Yes.
I happen to see more and more doctors are just prescribing time outdoors to people. Just get outside in nature.
That's weird. I saw that this weekend. There was a doctor that was talking about that.
Yeah, it's
the
good
healthy
for you.
effects of being outdoors.
It's good all the way around. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show.
You can go outdoors and look in your phone.
At least you're outside.
At least you're outside.
Right.
No, I think you're supposed to leave that behind.
Yeah, I know.
It's just part of it.
Right.
All right, biggest story today, David?
Aside from the communist that's about to be the mayor of New York City, no, just still mind-boggling.
It really is. Yeah.
See, I always have to say communist Muslim. That makes it even better.
It's just wild, man. That's a pretty big story happening right now. Also, the fact that the government is still shut down and Democrats think they're winning the argument. It's bizarro world to me.
I got a piece of audio to get to. It was on a British talk show, and the host is talking about J.K. Rowling just making sense. This blue-haired woman didn't like it at all. We'll get to that and watch your story coming up. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer, the Millennial, David Van Camp, and the Sexy Boomer. And the Kansas City hat and shirt. Royals, that is.
Yeah, it's the Royals today.
Scott Robbins. It was 10 years ago this week the Royals won the World Series, and you were in the hospital.
I know, and I
was
remember very little of it.
I know. It's sad.
It is.
But you remember the Cubs the next year. It's like your two favorite teams.
Still in a hospital bed, but yeah.
Yeah.
At least I was out of the hospital, but still in a hospital bed, yes.
Yes. And at the time, everybody was saying, Scott's not done yet. He's got to come back. And just echoing, your inspiration right now is Kamala Harris, saying, I'm not done yet. You can knock me down, but I'm coming back.
I honestly don't want to spend 6 months in the hospital so the Royals can win another championship, though.
I understand.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. But isn't it nice to know you've inspired the likes of Kamala Harris?
Yes.
I have?
Yes.
Yeah, Kamala Harris was doing an interview with the BBC and says, I'm not done yet. I might be running again.
I love it. I hope she's right. I hope so. Do it. Please do it. Please.
I am not done. I have lived my entire career a life of service.
Oh, gosh.
And it's in my bones.
Not a selfish bone in her body, okay?
No.
It's
all
service
for
to
the
who?
love of others.
To you.
Selfless.
Kamala.
And there are many ways to serve. I've not decided yet.
In my experience interviewing politicians, when someone says I'm not done, it means they are thinking seriously about running. But when you look at the bookies' odds, they put you as an outsider, even behind Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, is that underestimating you?
Well, right now she's even behind Chauncey Billups.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
Chauncey's, yeah.
And he knows how to rig a game now.
Yeah, he does.
But anyway, go ahead. Yeah.
I think there are all kinds of polls that will tell you a variety of things. I've never listened to polls. If I listened to polls, I would have not run for my first office or my second office. And I certainly wouldn't be sitting here in this interview.
Mm-hmm. You didn't need polls. It was pretty much a lock.
Yeah.
Because you put yourself in a position to get those gigs. Now, I'm not going to go into how you put yourself in those positions.
Willie Brown.
But you did what was necessary.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
Well, she did lead a life of service, I'm just saying.
But yes, well
that
said.
is true. And who am I to cast aspersions on people who just serve? Huh?
By the way, have you heard about the Democratic money? 'Cause there's not as much as there was before.
I did hear this, yeah.
It's not going to Kamala Harris.
No.
Big money people are like, are you joking?
Yeah.
No. We've gone down that road. We burn through cash like gasoline.
$1.1 billion? Higher? $1.3 billion?
I thought it was 1.5.
$1.5
billion.
Yeah, that's the word.
Wonder how many of those bills are still outstanding, by the way.
It's a great question.
Well, and the amount spent on just stupid stuff.
Yeah.
You know, some of the celebs, people are thinking they're going to perform, like Beyonce, and she just gets up there and says a few words.
Yep. That's it.
Give me my money.
The Beyonce Rickrolling was phenomenal last year. Because it was like, oh, Beyonce may be speaking at the DNC. She may be performing. And then she didn't. And
But
then it's
even worse, it was the hometown.
Yeah, and then in Houston, okay, Beyonce is definitely going to be there. People are like, all right, cool, she's going to sing a song. Nope.
Mm-mm. She's going to say a few words.
But you did get songs from Willie Nelson.
Right.
There's a lot of
That's
crossover, right, between Willie Nelson and Beyonce.
Oh, goodness, man.
I forgot Willie Nelson did that.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine one of your favorite rock stars, whoever, performers, whatever it might be. You know, a bunch of people here. Morgan Wallen's going to be there. All right, Morgan's going to at least do a couple tunes. That'll be cool. He gets up, thanks, y'all. Yep. Vote for Jed or whoever.
Yeah.
Good night now.
Yeah.
What? You're not going to play?
Wait a minute.
This is bull. Come on.
Meanwhile, here's Rick Astley with an acoustic set.
I happened to see a clip on X. This was a British talk show, and the host is there with this woman. Her hair's blue. She's a little bit larger. You can tell she's probably representing those that are in opposition to J.K. Rowling, who's been an outspoken feminist.
Mm-hmm.
She's been known as a, quote, TERF, correct? Because she's not down with the whole trans movement. She's like, what about women's rights?
Yeah.
Okay. So the talk show host is setting it up for this person, and they actually agree biologically. But then it takes a turn, and I just want to get your reaction to this.
She believes it's absolutely factual that if you're born a man, you can't ever be a woman. That's she says it's a matter of fact.
Well, biologically, she's correct.
Yeah.
But there are human beings here that feel that they are a woman. And I'm not saying that they're right or they're wrong. What I'm saying is when you introduce this level of hate into a debate, rationality goes out of the window and it becomes just an adversarial argument. There is no right or wrong in this. And I don't think she's in any way contributed in a productive
way. That's what she's...
Well,
my question is, how do you give the facts of biologically, you may think you're a woman, but you can't ever be a woman? How can you do that in their world where they don't see it as hate?
Oh, you can't, because if you say that, and it used to be worse, but you're told that you want, trans people to kill themselves, you want kids to die, all of that. It's always the emotional blackmail, and I mean, I've always compared it to an emotionally abusive relationship where just you say something and all of a sudden the person lashes out in the most ridiculous way possible.
Yes, that's well said, with a little bit of Marxism thrown in there.
Oh, yeah.
How are you supposed to say it? Hey, we can't have dogs in the girls' locker room.
No,
that's a no-go. What is the most loving way to say that?
There isn't a loving way. In that world, there is not a loving way to tell the truth.
You're right. You're absolutely 100% right. You can't tell the truth. Because if you tell the truth, the label is there. Yeah.
I think that's what I thought.
And that's a sad thing, man, when you can't tell the truth.
Well, and when you have people then getting arrested for stating biological fact, you've lost it.
Yes.
And that's, where they're at now. It's just insane. All right, time to move on. We do this a couple of times a day, go around the table. It may not be the biggest story out there, but it caught your attention. David, what's your story here?
All right, Zoran Mamdani, rather. Man, I Al Sharpton the heck out of that one, didn't I? Zoran Mamdani. He's the foreign-born communist that Democrats want to be the next mayor of New York City. And Maze Moore on X dug up this clip from 2022. It's Zoran's dad talking about how evil America is.
I'm not surprised. Okay.
America is the genesis of what we call settler colonialism.
Oh.
And the American model was exported all around the world.
Settler colonialism?
Yes.
Boy, this is not a little bit of Marxism thrown in. This is it.
Right. Because no one ever colonized anything.
No, never.
Except America was a colony of Great Britain, but you can't make logic out of this.
No.
Daddy, tell me again about the colonization.
Abraham Lincoln generalized the solution of reservations. They herded American Indians into separate territories. For the Nazis, this was the inspiration. Hitler realized two things. One, that genocide was doable. It is possible to do genocide. That's what Hitler realized.
So what's his point?
Abraham Lincoln is the reason for the Holocaust.
Yeah.
No, it's that America is the root of all evil. I'll never understand why.
Because Muslims have never completed a genocide in an area of the world?
Well,
give me a freaking break.
Yeah, there's never been any sort of colonialism or conquest.
With the whole thing with Mamdani, I know this is very simple. You know what? I'll save it for later. We got to get to your story, Scott. We'll get to that later. What do you have for your story?
Well, mine's sports related, but LSU is going to fire their fourth-year coach, Brian Kelly. They made that announcement. By the way, the guy is owed over $50 million that they will have to pay him. So somebody just put this together, and I thought it was kind of interesting. Per second now, Brian Kelly will make 31 cents. Per minute, $18.46. Per hour, $1,107. Per day, $26,000 to do nothing. Per week, $186,000. Per month, $808,033. And that will go on for the next 6 years.
Holy smokes.
Until he's paid off. And LSU, by the way, if your kids go there, the tuition, by the way, dropped precipitously as well. I'm kidding.
No, it didn't.
Of course it didn't. Can you imagine that? Seriously, for 6 years, you sit on the couch and make $808,000 a month.
Well, this is the thing that always bewilders me about these situations, because he's going to try to get another coaching gig.
Sure.
And I'm like, why?
That's something inside these guys, though, that
I
just
know.
pushes them.
I round down too much, I guess.
But I got a buddy of mine that's got a stipend, a nice little retirement stipend coming from where he worked, which allows him to have another job where he can work that job as well. So it's called double dipping, and it's fantastic when it happens to you.
He could coast.
Yeah,
but it's the whole you got to wake up in the morning with a purpose.
Right.
The one thing I'm always confused by is you can't find another purpose.
Yeah.
You volunteer something because you're already making this other money. So I don't know what's in his contract. So if he does coach somewhere else, he can't double dip, right?
Oh, I think
or
he
can he?
Yeah, they
I
own
think
the
usually
money.
you can.
Yeah.
In that kind of situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that, though. For 6 years, I don't have to do anything. And I get $800,000.
That's pretty good, man.
Damn.
You know, different people, I was in a conversation talking about college coaches and how much they get paid, and the thought was how ridiculous. It's like when you realize how much money is involved in college athletics, especially college football, and you can turn a program around, how much money that means.
Oh, yeah.
Then a coach making $15 million a year is chump change when you're talking about that kind of money.
By the way,
it's crazy.
I'll come off this. I just wanted to say college football real quick. I never thought I'd live to see the day where Indiana is the best team in the nation in college football.
I don't follow it that much to know.
Crazy. I mean, they're always known for their basketball.
Yeah.
And how good they've been. And now it's the football team that's ranked number 2 in the country.
They probably went out and got a great coach, and he built the program.
Yeah.
I happen to see this. It's Halloween week, of course. Most Americans have experienced at least one paranormal event. Okay, and then you read into the story. What are we talking about?
Right.
Okay, let's get to this. Have you ever felt a presence or unknown energy?
Feel like you're being watched?
It just says a presence or unknown energy. Now, if you phrase it that way,
yeah.
There was a time I was in New Orleans, and I could not describe it, but it was dark. It was eerie. Now, is that just me? I don't know, but I'm not the only one. You said the same thing, and I've other people talk about it.
There's something there, man. There's some kind of voodoo that you do that goes on. I loved it, by the way. I had a great time.
It was like a darkness.
I definitely go back, but boy, howdy. Yeah, I understand.
Have you ever smelled an unexplained odor?
Yeah. But I've also got 2 little kids and 4 pets.
There you go.
I got 2 cats.
So
it's
one of them.
Yeah.
But that would be explained odor.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where it's coming from or who was responsible for it, so it is unexplained. I just
Start
know
holding
it's there.
people up, including cats. Like, okay, who is it?
Have you heard an unexplained sound or music?
No.
I don't think I've had that.
I don't think so.
Heard the voice of someone that wasn't there? I have not.
In my dream.
Well, I think I've sometimes heard if a loud air conditioning comes on or something like that. I think before I thought I'd heard somebody saying my name.
Interesting. Lastly, have you seen lights or other devices turn on or off without explanation?
No.
When something flickered?
I did a lot of my own wiring, so that's explained away. It's not
Current
haunted.
house or at another time in life?
At my house.
Okay. Oh, man.
I got the gasoline getting ready to burn the house down if the lights start flicking on and off.
Okay. We're not crazy. We are sane. Who said that? The answer and Nimrod's in the news. Coming right up.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-859-3220. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 to 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-859-3220. That's 800-859-3220 for $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-859-3220. 800-859-3220.
All right. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Remember all those fad diets over the years? Juice cleanses, cabbage soup, raw food. They work for a while, but once you stop, the weight comes right back. In fact, by the time most people hit 60, they've lost and regained hundreds of pounds. And you probably had no idea how much damage that back and forth can do. Doctors actually have a name for it. It's called weight cycling.
Yeah, and about half of Americans do it. And if it goes on long enough, it raises your risk for things like diabetes, liver damage, even heart attack and stroke. So the bottom line is, if you need help to stop that cycle, Lean is a good option to help you accomplish that. It's a non-prescription oral supplement. It works kind of like those shots, but no prescriptions and no needles. And Lean's studied ingredients target weight loss in 3 ways.
Yeah, it helps maintain your healthy blood sugars. It also helps control your appetite and your cravings. And It also helps you from, if you gain weight, it will convert that weight to energy, which means you're more likely to keep the weight off. There you go. So if you want to lose the meaningful weight at a healthy price, just keep it off. And use lean in your diet and exercise routine. Get 20% off now when you enter the code MVCR at TakeLean.com. That's code MVCR at TakeLean.com.
Boy, he didn't strike out, but it was close. Had two.
I was struggling, man. The words kept coming at me. I was fighting them off.
You were. That was
there you go.
Incredible fight. All right, David, who said the words, "We are not crazy, we are sane"?
It's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez campaigning for Zoran Mamdani.
When the going gets tough.
Damn it, this is too hard.
The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrods in the News on the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right, no other introduction needed. Here we go.
We are not the crazy ones, New York City. We are not the outlandish ones, New York City. They want us to think we are crazy. We are sane.
No, you're not.
To demand an affordable and decent housing, a decent wage, the right to health care.
Is she done soon?
That we pay to care for our people instead of the flattening of...
And that's Nimrod's in the News.
Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, and Scott Robbins.
We just become best friends. Yep.
Making sense of it all.
Now I get it.
And having some fun.
Lighten up, Francis.
This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins. Fox News is reporting the FBI has foiled an alleged murder-for-hire plot against Attorney General Pam Bondi. Dang.
Yeah, a dude from Minnesota, I guess, put out a big bounty on her head.
What was it? $45,000?
Yeah, $45,000 for the murder of the Attorney General.
Wow.
I don't think we're going to hear, or that's the last of those that
Well,
we hear about, unfortunately.
Probably a MAGA guy, you know.
Right. Yeah, that's it. You know it.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Do they have a suspect or not yet?
No, they've got him, I thought.
Oh, they got
Sounds
a person.
like it,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. I just wonder what the affiliation is.
I think we could probably guess someone that's not down with MAGA.
Yep.
Jimmy Kimmel may have other thoughts.
That's what I was just thinking. Yeah.
But we'll wait and see. Meanwhile, the Treasury Secretary is talking about the Democrats are holding everybody hostage with this government shutdown. You can tell people have had enough. Even media members are placing blame on Democrats. Jake Tapper did it over the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. Yeah, we know that they're sort of shutting down the government.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sort of, kind of.
Yes. I mean, they could stop it. They could vote on the resolution and just be done with the whole thing, but they don't seem to want to do that.
No.
And so we have the clip, don't we? I think we have the clip. Here it is. Besant, yes.
He is leading, and there's no deal to do with Chuck Schumer. Chuck Schumer is trading off his polls. What's different than when he passed a clean CR in the spring? It's his polls. You know, the whole country's being held captive to AOC's polls. But let's look at the numbers. It's 52-3. 52 Republicans have voted, I believe it's 11 times, to reopen the government. 3 Democrats have. And right here, right now, I would urge moderate Democratic senators to come across the aisle, reopen the government, because I'll tell you, we're starting to eat into muscle here. This is starting to affect travel. It's starting to affect the economy. And, you know, this is quixotic. I don't know what the purpose is. I'm not sure they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they keep saying it's about health care, about extending subsidies for Obamacare. But they didn't bring that up earlier in the year. They just sort of said, well, we're going to vote to shut down the government because we need to show our voters that we're fighters or whatever. Anyway, here's a $1.5 trillion addition to what you had already agreed to in March.
Yeah. Do you think that's basically what it is Schumer has AOC breathing down his neck, and so he is trying to please the far left of the party?
Yeah, I think it's that, and also just Democrats in general feeling like they need to be seen as fighters.
Golly.
But the problem is there are better hills to die on.
That's just it, right? I mean, this is something they latched onto because they don't have anything else to latch onto.
Yeah, what I don't understand, and I'm not trying to give free advice out here, but why do all of this, shut down the government and spend all the energy doing this when it's not going your way in the polling, when you could actually have just spent the last month or so saying Republicans want to take away your health care and gone out and made the argument to people?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be a lie because the fact that these subsidies are not extending was actually something that Democrats themselves wrote. So,
well, according to the, quote, political insiders, Democrats really felt like they had a win and it would help them in the midterms to put all this on Republicans for shutting down the government, and the gamble is not paid off at all.
Well, no, and part of it, too, is if you're looking at the midterms for next year, shutdown politics never really affect elections, especially a year away.
I know. It's forgotten.
Well, building a ballroom will do it, though.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
Michael Steele. Remember, he used to be the head of the Republican Party.
Oh yeah, he was the RNC guy. Yeah.
What a shill. I mean, he's on MSNBC all the time. Bill Maher has him on. The ballroom construction, it's hit him right in the heart.
Oh, really?
Because, yes, this goes back to his childhood.
Childhood?
I knew I'd get that reaction, Scotty.
Okay,
oh, yeah, you're going to love this. Roll
for
it.
the country, as you face this fork in the road, is where do you turn? Which way do you want to turn? Because we watched this week the destruction of a symbol of this government, of our democracy, of our pluralistic society.
You're talking about the White House?
The East Wing, yeah.
It's a building, Mike. It's a building.
Okay, Bill, it's a building.
Okay. Like, really? It's a building, Mike. Come on, man. But Mike's going to plead his case. All right?
It's a building maybe to you, but to a lot of Americans it's not. And I'm going to tell you as a young kid growing up in D.C., when my daddy took me by that building, it meant something to me as a 10-year-old. It meant something to me to grow up in a town where everybody in this country came and protested and cried and screamed and laughed, right? And I was a part of that. So that building for me was my childhood, because my daddy stood me out in front of the gate before Clinton closed the road, right? Because of terrorism and all the other threats to the country. I used to stand in front of that building and watch it. It meant something.
I mean, as a kid, didn't you just stand in front of a building and watch it?
Oh, of course, it meant something.
Like he was playing trucks with LBJ or something,
What are you talking about? But for
Yeah.
the East Wing of that to be built onto is just beyond the pale? Is that what we're to believe?
They got nothing. They hope this sticks with people. It just doesn't.
I don't get it.
It just doesn't.
People were more emotionally invested in Shea Stadium before it got knocked down.
100%.
I agree. When they tore down the old Bush and built a new one.
Yeah,
oh my
I know,
God!
yeah.
They tore down the house that Ruth built too. What are we doing?
The old Comiskey and the disco demolition. All my memories went with it, and I weep.
My daddy used to drive me by Comiskey Park back in the old days. White Sox, before you had to dodge bullets on your way to the ballpark.
Yeah. That was one of the funniest things I heard.
That's
when even Bill Maher's is like, come on.
But I mean, how do you? Who are you appealing to?
Dude. All right.
Who
you know
listens to that and goes and starts weeping with him?
All right, I'm going to try to outdo that one. I don't know if we can do it.
Oh no,
it's just the way I roll sometimes. I'm like, I got a piece of audio I don't think you've heard.
All right,
Gavin Newsom. Okay, he wants to run for president.
Yeah,
governor of California. He's on the All the Smoke podcast. Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes, formerly of the NBA, and it did seem like Gavin had them eating out of his hand like they were believing his BS. Okay, roll it.
But also, it was also about paying the bills, man. And it was just like hustling.
Just hustling when he was younger. His dad is a wealthy lawyer.
Well, yeah, he was a state appeals judge. I mean, and then connected with the Getty family. And
we're not talking about a dude out on the streets.
No. I mean, I've heard now, like Jennifer Van Laar, she writes for Red State, I believe. And she's said, well, he wasn't entirely privileged growing up because, his mom and dad divorced, although it was a pretty amicable divorce, as I understand it.
Mm-hmm.
But was he poor? Well, no.
No. You see the picture of him at that time? He doesn't look poor. So anyway, he goes on telling a story about sports.
And so I was out there kind of raising myself, turning on the TV, started, just getting obsessed, sitting there with the Wonder Bread and 5 stacks of,
it's like the White Stack 5 story.
Come on. Kraft macaroni and cheese.
Yeah. Man, bro. Are you talking about me?
Young YG.
YG, man.
Every day in the backyard, just bouncing the basketball, throwing the ball against the wall until the ball is just like fraying, man. And your arms
Entertaining
falling
yourself.
off. That's it. Whole thing. So just, and then, then this.
Uh-oh, Scott, you have that sour look. Are you going to get sick?
Well, you're throwing the ball against the wall that doesn't fray because you're not throwing an actual hard ball against it. You're doing a rubber ball that bounces back to you.
Maybe it's a real ball.
And
he was a pitcher, much like you, Scott.
He threw it so hard that he just tore the leather right off of it. Huh?
Yes.
Nothing but twine.
Yes.
Okay.
That was in the back with his head down, all of a sudden started throwing the baseball a little faster than everyone else. And started, make a few free throws because I was sitting there practicing 500 of them every damn night. And in high school, I look up in the stands, my dad's back up there.
Okay. Dope.
And it's like, man. And then he's bringing his friends, and you're captain of the team, and you're like, and it just saved me, and it got me into college.
There's nothing online to support he was the captain of the team.
Saved by basketball.
Yeah. I'm surprised he didn't tell those former NBAers, ball is life, bro. Ball is life. Because that would have been the topper.
He got cut from the JV team, and before you know it, he was drafted by the Bulls.
Yeah. Just like Mike.
The second greatest player.
Of course. All right.
God, these guys,
it's a beauty,
they
isn't
want
it?
so desperately to be relatable.
Yes.
And they just don't have it in them. There's nothing relatable about them. Nothing.
No.
So you have to create these stupid stories.
Yes.
That you think are going to connect with people.
You heard someone else's story, you're like, you know what, I could incorporate that, I do believe.
Yeah.
Just baby Gavin over there throwing a baseball against the wall.
Right. The homespun stories about, raising yourself and not having any money, and I had 16 paper routes, and it's so dumb. It is, because it's so not believable.
I know.
Nothing he says is believable.
I agree.
Nothing.
So we have someone here, a politician, David, that is telling the truth that, yes, I will push a gay curriculum.
Oh, yeah. This is the governor's race in New Jersey. Mikey Sherrill was doing an event with a newspaper and was asked about the idea of letting kids opt out of the whole LGBTQIA2SQ plus curriculum.
Yeah.
Did you make up any of those letters?
No, I didn't. That's actually, it's LGBT. That's lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, intersex. That one always gets me because that's a medical condition. That's not an identity.
Right.
Okay. Two-spirit, asexual two-spirit questioning plus. I don't know why you need a
go
plus.
through an asexual period of your life without actually being asexual.
Is four-sex in there?
Is what?
Four-sex?
Four-sex.
Like you have such a hunger you want it 4 times a day?
Yeah.
Is that person in there? No?
That's a Charlie Sheen American. Yes.
Got it. Okay.
I saw the movie Six
All right, we'll
Sex.
have to get to her clip coming up because we have to figure out exactly what curriculum she's pushing, but I can't wait to hear the answer. Plus, David is telling us that even MSNBC is calling BS on Karine Jean-Pierre, and the 5 stories we're watching today, all coming up.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code COOL to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code COOL for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins, thank you for being here. You know what it's time for? Yep. The 5 stories we're watching today.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Number 5, as usual, the government is still shut down because Democrats are big fat crybabies. Number 4, the largest federal workers union says it's time to pass a clean CR and open up the government already. Democrats, you made your point. Number 3, President Trump weighed in on the NBA cheating scandal and gambling scandal. He wrote, "What's worse, the NBA players cheating at cards and probably much else, or the Democrats cheating on elections? The 2020 presidential election being rigged and stolen is a far bigger scandal. Look what happened to our country when a crooked moron became our president. We now know everything." I hope the DOJ pursues this with as much gusto as befitting the biggest scandal in American history. Number 2, Democrats are officially rallying around a foreign-born communist to be the next mayor of New York City. That's wild, and it's worked so well everywhere else. Oh, by the way, now New York Times Magazine, of all places, and we've talked about this before in Los Angeles. They have a story about sex trafficking in California. So back in 2022, Democrats repealed a law that allowed police to make arrests of women out on the street if they were wearing lingerie, and there was basically suspicion of prostitution that happened there. And part of the benefit of that was that you not only took away the supply from John's, but also a lot of those women are sex trafficked. They're victims. They're not out there willingly. But because of Scott Wiener, that's his actual name, by the way, one of the lawmakers there, who is just a bad guy, despicable, in California, he said, well, this law discriminates against black, brown, and trans people.
What?
Yeah, that was in 2022, and they repealed that law. So now it's a free-for-all, basically, and you know it's bad if the New York Times is actually writing about it. You got girls as young as 11 being trafficked.
Oh, my
there,
gosh.
And the cops really can't do anything about it. Oh, God. Because the state law says, well, you can't really take that person into custody.
That's terrible. That's so sad.
That is beyond evil.
Holy cow, man. 11?
People need to be punished hard for that.
Well, I hope someday somebody asks Gavin Newsom why he signed that law.
It's a good question. Yeah. All right. Let's get to this gubernatorial candidate.
Yes.
Mikey Sherrill, who has telling the truth, apparently?
Well, she is the Democrat running to be the governor of New Jersey. And by the way, a new poll out, she's only ahead by 1 point.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ahead of the Republican.
Closing up.
This will help. She's pledging to push LGBTQIA2SQ plus curriculum in public schools.
Okay.
I believe that parents have the right to oversee their children's education. I would push in LGBTQ education into our schools. Parents have a right to opt out of a lot of things, but this is not an area where they should be opting out, because this is an area of understanding the background of people throughout our nation.
Okay. No.
Background of our people. It sounds like it's some sort of they came from another country.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
Well, you're not really gay unless you come from the gay region of France.
Right, exactly. It's a weird.
It is weird. It's all about indoctrinating.
Oh, my gosh.
That's what it's about. We want to get control of the kids when they're very, very young.
Well, I'll tell you what, she's out there saying it, so you voters know exactly where she stands.
That's true.
Yeah, you know.
Usually it's the sleight of hand.
Exactly.
Sort of, and then you just kind of push it through. That's usually the way that goes. This is the Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. Okay. Well, biggest story today, David? There's a few to choose from, I guess.
There are a lot to choose from. Of course, you've got the government shutdown going on, and more, especially federal workers, are saying, what are you doing with this?
You got military families. This is hitting hard.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
And it doesn't make any sense what they're trying to do. I don't understand the strategy, but here we are.
All right. Well, we got to get to that clip from MSNBC calling BS on Karine Jean-Pierre.
Oh, yeah.
Plus the whole controversy with the dude in Maine with the old Nazi tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Chris Murphy trying to answer for that, which is pretty funny. And the Scott Robbins trifecta, all coming up right here. The Markley, Van Camp, and Robin Show. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jamie Markley, the Gen Xer. David Van Camp, the Millennial, the Sexy Boomer. That's Scott Robbins. MSNBC is calling BS on Karine Jean-Pierre.
Yeah, I don't know what is going on with Karine Jean-Pierre. This is the former White House press secretary under Joe Biden. Like, is this like a kink for her to just be humiliated on national television repeatedly? I don't understand.
No.
I suppose if you've done a book deal, part of your responsibility is to go out and promote it.
Sure.
That's probably included in the contract and part of the advance and all that stuff. Yeah. But she's trying to sell this story that she really didn't see any mental decline. I mean, sure, he was aging, but nothing. I mean, he was sharp.
Yeah.
That's what she says.
So on MSNBC, Elise Jordan asked her about the attacks the Biden White House and she herself launched against the special counsel Robert Hur, who highlighted Joe Biden's mental decline and specifically said he wouldn't be able to convict him based on his mental state.
Right.
You stood from the White House podium February 2024, and you said that his commentary was gratuitous, that it was unacceptable, and it didn't live in reality. And clearly the American public saw another side of Joe Biden's mental acuity during the summer's debate. Robert Hur was unemployable for a period because of the attacks from the Democrats and from the White House that you were at the podium leading. Have you apologized to Robert Hur?
I mean, look, what I can say to you is I saw the president every single day. It wasn't one-offs. It wasn't once in a while. I saw him every day.
Well,
he is someone that was sharp.
Case, have you gone back to someone who you had pretty sharp comments about, and we all saw a different reality in your personal capacity?
What I'm saying is my reality was this. My reality was somebody that I saw every single day who was sharp, who pushed his team, was understanding very clearly of the policy of history.
Jackie, are you here?
Yeah.
Where's Jackie? Well, I didn't think she was going to be here.
Well,
because she was dead.
And then after that happened, Karine Jean-Pierre had to go out and explain why the president was looking for a dead person. I mean, that was the most humiliating thing I think I've ever seen from the White House press briefing room.
Yes.
And where she says, well, she was on top of mind. And
right.
Even then, reporters there who were in the tank for Joe Biden were like, well, but come on. I mean,
top of mind, where is she? Oh, I forgot for just a second. She had died. That's the reason we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be different if you were there to welcome a coach that just won sort of championship, right?
Yeah.
You're there to honor her, the dead person.
Correct.
That you're looking for.
Yes.
Sharp as attack every day. I swim every day.
Yes. Sure, he forgot names of those close to him and renamed them. Num 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 num.
Secretary, I'm not sure going to introduce you all the way.
He's Jake.
Because I can't remember who you are or what your name is.
Jake Tapper at least went. Yeah, they lied to us and it was an issue, and
Yeah.
But she's going to go down with the ship, I guess, on this one.
I guess they've got something on her, or they've basically said, hey, you're going to be taken care of, but you got to go out there and defend Joe Biden's honor. Or something.
That could be they may have something on her, the Bidens. Either that, or she feels like it would be worse for the career to actually go out and say, okay, yeah, we noticed some things, but we didn't think it was as bad as it appeared in the debate.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Like if you would have said, listen, I think it can happen when you have someone around 80 years old, they'll forget names sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't retrieve the word. Those things, can happen, and that's what we thought. We didn't realize that he would have the kind of debate performance. If you want to sling that kind of BS, I get it. But she's not even willing to do that.
No.
That's why it's so she's still, yes, and what I saw every day, sharp.
Every day. Every day.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
What happened to that?
Exactly.
That's what happened.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. The names, again.
LLJ Cool J.
All right, we got to move on.
From the album.
Chris Murphy.
Yeah.
What a hack.
He's another shameless liar. He is a Democrat senator. And Democrats are in a wild position right now. First, they had to go defend an attorney general candidate in Virginia who repeatedly fantasized about killing a Republican and his kid. Then they had to endorse a foreign-born communist to be the mayor of New York. And now they're having to defend their Senate candidate in Maine who had a literal Nazi tattoo. It's just one thing after another with these people.
Yeah, and all I can think of when I hear this story is remember when they were trying to say Elon Musk, he was given the Nazi salute.
Well,
yeah.
Keep that in your back.
I mean, it's just like, and all these Democrats, same thing. When you're raising your right hand out, you can have a picture taken, with that sort of visual that you can say, see?
I thought about this the other day, too, when Trump had the rally at Madison Square Garden. How it was a Nuremberg rally, how it was, pro-Hitler.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It was just like Hitler, right? I mean, that whole period of time.
Yes.
This guy's got an actual Nazi tattoo on.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
what are we doing
At the
here?
moment,
I know what we do.
Anti-Semitism is at an all-time high in my lifetime. We at a presidential rally and giving 2 Nazi salutes in a row.
We spent 3 days, debating, having them trying to debate that President Musk gave a Nazi salute. Of course he did.
Tim Walz.
Well, and keep that in mind because that's coming up in Cut 2 as well.
Oh, really?
So Chris Murphy, though, for the news update here, Chris Murphy says, well, the Nazi tattoo, not a big deal.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
He sounds like a human being to me, a human being who made mistakes, recognizes them.
As opposed to what? Yeah. A shark?
Well, what's he going to say?
A bear? An ant? What are we talking about?
Recognizes them and is very open about it. But, certainly, I'm looking forward to sitting down and talking to him about it. He's obviously, right now performing very well in the polls in Maine. He's talking a language that speaks to a lot of middle-class voters, a lot of Trump voters that, frankly, are looking for Democrats that understand working-class concerns.
Yeah, and apparently that language is German. I had no idea.
Yeah, who knew?
Well, here's what Chris Murphy actually had to say as the left was accusing Elon Musk of throwing a Nazi salute.
Oh, nice.
Elon Musk did the Heil Hitler salute. He did. And what you were talking
Oh,
about
my gosh.
is maybe the most dangerous moment in modern American political history, whereas there is a sense of endorsement from Elon Musk and a sense of entitlement and immunity given to people who are contemplating acts of violence against politicians, but specifically Democrats. And so all of our lives got put in jeopardy.
Wow.
This guy.
And
People
think about
will
what's
die.
happened over the last 6 months. And then a guy with an actual Nazi tattoo.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy. No shame at all. All right, dude. Are you ready for your
Yeah,
big
let's
three?
go.
Here we go.
Are you ready? 1, 2, buckle my shoe on. It's the 3 most important news stories of the day. I hit the trifecta. Well, at least according to Scott Robbins. It's the trifecta on the Markley Van Camp and Robbins Show.
Every day about this time, Scott Robbins' top 3 stories, helped by his hero.
I'm Casey.
All right, Casey. Got a good Monday Night Football game tonight if you're interested.
Yes.
Okay. You said it over the weekend. I didn't see it all. Didn't call, nothing. No text,
A couple
nothing.
things came up.
What came
Unfortunately,
up?
it's personal. He can't talk about it.
I'm ready.
Did a dog die or what? That's what I was worried
Wasn't that. He doesn't want to talk about that, I don't think, ever again.
I got to talk about a f***ing dog dying.
No, it's
Okay,
bad
Mom,
memory.
easy, buddy, easy. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
There was other issues.
I was never as close to my father as I would have liked.
I don't think he wants to get into
Not
it.
that.
Just
Okay.
3.
All right.
Number 3, California is pushing for another tax.
This is so insane.
Let me tell you, it's been a long year.
Feels like it, doesn't it?
yeah.
The 2026 Billionaire Tax Act, which was received by the California Attorney General Thursday. It's a one-time tax. Aren't they all? Until you implement them, then they're not anymore. But they're going to go after all the billionaires in the state. And there are, by the way, 200 apparently that live in California. So here's how it works. You're going to be taxed on the money you make, right? That's already taxable income. You're going to be taxed on the stuff you own. So there'll be a dollar value put on your properties or whatever you own, and you'll pay tax on that again. So if you have like fine art or gold or anything within your residence that can be taxed, it has value, you have to be you're taxed on it because you own it.
Like your Slash, and you've got all these classic guitars.
Yes,
that are worth like $150,000 or something.
You will be taxed on it.
Wow.
And J.B. Pritzker's like, why didn't I think of that? In Illinois. I mean, you might as well do it, right?
Pay a one-time tax on something you've already paid a one-time tax on.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you pay, you're right. And the thing is, this doesn't stop with him. You know that these lame brain Democrat governors in some of these states are going to go, we should do that too. And then all of a sudden it's like, we didn't get quite enough from them. So now we go after millionaires. And after that, we're going to go after 100,000aires. Yeah, this is the way this stuff works.
I
all
ain't
the
going to
time.
stand for it.
Bet he's not either.
Yeah.
She's got a lot of collectibles.
Slash, you better start ditching those guitars right now or hiding them somewhere.
He's been immortalized in the language of rock and roll.
Well, we know.
I know that.
Well aware, Casey.
He's going to have an
Appreciate it.
unfortunate boat accident with his guitars.
Yes. Darn it.
Sitting on the family couch strumming his guitar.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Well, it'll be taxed.
Not one of those pricey ones, no.
Scott Robbins trifecta top 3 of the day up to number
2.
Epiphones for everybody. Yeah.
I want the American
Right.
Les Paul, please.
There you go.
Number 2, Maryland School's AI security system had a little bit of a whoopsie.
Yeah, Kentwood High School, Baltimore County, Maryland, using an AI-powered security system to help keep students safe, right? You know, you all want to do that. We all care about that. However, this is according to WMAR-TV there, 16-year-old by the name of Taki Allen was with his friends outside the school just enjoying a big bag of Doritos he had. I'm going to go with nacho cheese on that one. Solid choice. But when he finished, Allen did the responsible thing and slipped the bag into his pocket instead of tossing it on the ground. That was a mistake, believe it or not. About 20 minutes later, police officers with their guns drawn arrived on the scene. Police showed up. 8 cop cars, by the way. They all came out with their guns pointed at him, talking about, get on the ground, get on the ground. So he did. So I was putting my hands up like, hey, what's going on? Whoa, whoa, whoa. AI mistook the Doritos package as a gun.
Oh, gosh.
Wow.
It was a standoff for a while.
Yeah, I know.
Right. And so once they figured it out, well, after they scared the bejesus out of him, yeah.
Did they bring him a new pair of pants?
Well, no kidding.
Man, oh, man. By the way, something else. I'm not positive, but I do believe, as you promoted the nacho cheese Doritos.
Yeah.
I think that's also a favorite of your girl.
Yay!
She likes nacho cheese Doritos?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that just makes it bad for me then. I got to move on. I got to get something else. I need the Cool Ranch.
I thought
then.
you had, maybe found something that you guys could share.
I love you back.
That's awesome.
No, I'm not sharing my Doritos with her.
And the countdown continues.
Scott Robbins trifecta, top 3 of the day.
And finally, one.
Number 1, Katie Porter. She's the crazy person who's running to be the next governor of California.
She threw a fit.
Yeah, she is a nut.
time.
I mean, just abusive towards staff, towards anybody who even slightly crosses her.
Yeah.
Her ex-husband apparently now is speaking out.
Yeah, he went on, did an interview, first one ever, I think, since this whole thing happened. He said she was the one that filed for divorce. He said there was also an emergency protective order and then a restraining order against him. He filed one against her then. Police arrested this guy after a fight in which he broke a light switch in the home. He responded with a request for the restraining order then, claiming, hey, listen, she was pushing me. She called him a blanking F-bomb idiot and F-bomb incompetent. And then shattered a glass coffee pot, throwing it against the wall. Bang!
She did?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Love me tender.
Well,
here's where this is what I think. Here's the wheat. The chaff is separated here. She would not let him have a cell phone because she said you're too F-bombing dumb to operate a cell phone.
yeah.
Oh, man.
Don't be cruel, teddy bear.
That's incredible.
Man.
That's incredible.
And he just took it, too. That
He
was the
did
crazy
take
thing.
it. Oh. And when the mashed potato incident, she said, can't you read the F-bombing instructions? Then she raised the ceramic bowl over my head and dumped the potatoes scalding hot on my head.
And there you have it.
The Scott Robbins trifecta. That's brutal.
She's a peach.
Yeah.
How much does he hate himself, that guy?
Nimrod's in the news. Coming up.
Remember when they used to ask, what do you want to be when you grow up? At Bank of America, we ask every day, what would you like the power to do? When you work here, you help build businesses, inspire communities, and forge legacies. And now we've raised our U.S. minimum wage to $25 an hour. So the opportunity to do more also comes with competitive pay. Learn more at bankofamerica.com/25. Bank of America, proud to be an equal opportunity employer.
Pure opportunity. It's what Michigan is all about. The opportunity to do more. The opportunity to connect with the best talent. The opportunity for people of all backgrounds to grow and expand their business. The opportunity to live and work in a state where paychecks go further. The opportunity is now, and it's right here in Michigan. Visit MichiganBusiness.org to discover all the ways the Michigan Economic Development Corporation can help your business thrive.
I'm still going for it, even with higher stroke risk from atrial fibrillation, an irregular heartbeat not caused by a heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduce stroke risk better than warfarin, and over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
The Markley, Van Camp, and Robbins Show. Jamie Markley, David Van Camp, Scott Robbins.
Monday Night Football tonight. Casey, it's KC, not Casey, just so he knows. And DC are playing tonight. So you got KC and DC taking each other apart tonight. And if you'd like to, you can throw a little money at it with Prize Picks. And the best thing is you download the app. It's really simple to play. You use code MBCR. You get $5, and you get a chance to win 50. That's $50 guaranteed just for playing. So Prize Picks is super easy to use. You just pick 2 or more players. You choose more. You pick less. You do that on the projections. If you're right, you win. It's that simple. It's available in 40 states, including California, Texas, Florida, and Georgia. And your money's always safe, fast, and secure. So keep the season rolling. Have a little fun. Maybe make some cash on your instincts. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MBCR. You'll get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. That's code MBCR. $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks. Good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Well, kind of got a news update and Nimrod's in the news all at the same time. I think you're going to enjoy this one.
When the going gets tough. Damn it, this is too hard. The dumb get dumber.
All right, Ian.
It's Nimrod's in the news on the Martley, Van Camp, and Robbins show.
I love the poorly educated.
All right. Nimrod's in the news. We go to Syracuse, New York. Employee at Avis Budget Car allegedly stole 47 vehicles from the company. He'd rent them out all over the place.
He rented out the vehicles he stole?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Rented them out.
Wow.
Why did he do this? To start his own company.
Well,
sure.
Got to start somewhere.
Right. Need inventory to start. Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Anybody miss him?
Asked about the employee and the thefts, Avis released a statement saying that the company officials were aware of the allegations and cooperating with airport police in this investigation. Like, yeah, he ripped us off. And that's Nimrod's in the news.